objective of Scrimmage Sim is to optimize our earnings before tax. During my Scrimmage Sim exam, I was able to score 490,000 about. I'll explain some of the things you can do in Scrimmage Sim to improve your earnings before tax. One thing that you could do is adjust your prices under the marketing tab in Scrimmage Sim. The other thing that you could do is choose to make the investment in the fifth fermenter. Another thing that you do is choose to pay down loans. In the pay down loans instructions, it'll instruct you that you can save about $600, $600 to $700. Another thing that you can do is you can launch marketing campaigns as well as choose what orders you want to come in, meaning what type of beer types you would like to come in next time into your inventory. However, of all the things that you can do in Scrimmage Sim, there's a few that are going to affect your earnings before tax the most. One of them is making sure that you have enough beer in stock. This is essential. You really don't want to run out of beer because if you do, it'll cost you a lot of money is what I noticed. If there's any time where you run out of beer and you're going to run out before the next time distributors buy again, it will cost you a lot of money. So that is the biggest thing that will affect your profits in the end. The second most predominant factor is the price that you choose to set your beer at. There is an optimal price to set your beer at, and I'll go over those later. And the third factor that has affected me the most is marketing campaigns. You want to ensure that you set the marketing campaign at the right price in order to optimize the amount of profit you earn in the end, because if you spend too much marketing campaigns, you'll notice that there will be diminishing returns. So going into making sure that you can keep up with the demand, it is absolutely essential that you are able to earn, or that it's essential that you earn the fifth, or you invest in the fifth fermenter, because if you do not invest in the fifth fermenter, you will notice that you will not be able to keep up with demand with beer and beer distributors trying to buy from you. And like I said, that is the biggest thing that will affect your earnings before tax. And if you cannot keep up with that demand, it will cost you a lot of money, especially in the early months of March, May, April, and June is when beer demands are heavily increased. Another thing is our beer prices. So what I've noticed is that beer prices throughout the year change. During the winter months, the optimal price for Edgar Ale is around $15.50, and the optimal price for Alley Cat Ale during the summer months, from March up until September, is $17.25. So that's really important to try and keep your prices at all times that you can, because if you don't, you are not maximizing the amount of profit that you can make. One strategy I did here, we can see that I noticed for the Taj Mahal ale, I noticed that I was going to run out, because I noticed that when the distributors buy, they buy about 1,800 every time, and I noticed that I was about to run out about here. I would not be able to keep up with demand. So what I did was I adjusted the price so that I increased the price in such a way that I would have an inventory level above zero, but very close to zero, which is